Yo, what up, guys? It's Dubs. I'm here with a good friend of mine. His name's Tanner.
Hello everyone, my name's Tanner and I'm Dub's friend. Yay.
Alright, so that's Tanner. Alright, so I was going to make a Time to Remember episode today, but I didn't feel like it, so I'm going to do story time. Yay!
Yay, woo, story time.
And Tanner's going to be my audience. So, we'll see how that goes. First episode, story time. Alright, so this story starts out, well, let me tell the characters that are in this story. In this story, there's me, my best friend Zach, his family, my sister. So the main characters, let me start this over. The main characters are me, Zach, his little cousin, and that's it. Well, the main characters are me and his cousin. So you're following me, Tanner? You're following?
Kinda.
All right. Sorry about that. That was rambling. Okay. So his family and me have always been close, so they invited me to go to this for like a city town carnival they have like every year. I don't know if you have that, but I don't have it where I live. So we had to drive like 2 hours out of town to another town, and we went there, and they had like a carnival. So in this carnival, there's like a farm with like animals and stuff, and like rides and shows like normal state fairs. So we were there. You have to talk at least, dude. You gotta just sit there.
Listen, I don't want to interrupt you. Just like, fucking smack it.
It's supposed to be like,
Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Alright, so
sorry.
where did I leave off? Okay, so we got there, and we were driving, and his parents were like, okay, Dubs. They didn't call me Dubs. They called me Jonathan. They're like, Jonathan, you can go off. You can go off with Zach, which is my best friend. You guys can go ride whatever rides you want. And they sent off Zach's little brother and his little cousin, which are like 12 and 11, sent them off to go by themselves. So it was me and Zach and then them two, and they went off. And so me and Zach rode some rides. We did did whatever. So then we went to one ride called the Zipper. You guys probably know what that is, right?
My zipper.
You know what the Zipper is, right?
No, what is the zipper?
Alright, it's the ride that you're like in a cage, and you're locked in the cage, and it like goes up, and the whole ride like spins while you're spinning,
that shit.
and it's like
okay, I know what it is now.
Yeah,
I hate
so,
that shit.
I'll probably put a picture at like the end of it, or like a link to what a picture of it looks like. So we're on it, and you're in the cage, and the cage flips like whenever you want it to flip. It's like rock. So me and him are in there, and I get stuck with this little cousin. Me and him are cool, so I'm not gonna like hate him. So we're in there, and we're going up. Me and him are screaming for some reason because we're both scared. I don't know why. I was 16 at the time. Well, I still am 16. So we're in there, and he says to me, okay, John, I'm gonna tell you now, don't rock the cage while we're up there. And I was like, why? He's like, I'm going to throw up. I'm like, oh, alright. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to rock it. So we're going, and we're going down at like this weird angle. So the cage rocks on its own, and he's like, oh my god. And I was like, okay, whew. He did throw up. So I rocked it by myself. I rocked it, and he was screaming, and I was laughing. And then I looked to my left, and I never want to see this ever again in my life. I looked, and he is throwing up like gallons of throw up in a cage that we're locked in and we can't get out. So he's throwing up, and I'm like, is this really happening? Is this happening? So it's all over the floor, and it's all in his hair because he has like long hair, and he's like, oh my god. And I'm like, So we go back, like the cage like goes back to the top, and it flips again with all the throw up inside. So then all the throw up like flies through the air, and when I was in the corner, I was like on the right side of the cage. This cage is small; it's like 3 feet long, and I was like hugging the wall as tight as I could, and I was screaming like a girl. I was like, "No! Throw up!" And so, so I looked back at him. He's looking at me, and he's covered in barf. Covered. It's all in his hair and his clothes. And I was like, dude, did this really just happen? Did you really just throw up and it flipped and you got throw up all over yourself? I thought this only happened in movies, but you really just So then the ride stopped, and I was like, should I make a scene? Yeah, I'll make a scene. So as soon as the cage, like they had to let everyone out individually because it's like that kind of ride. So we got to there where they let us out, and like as soon as the dude opened it, I like busted out, and I was like, gross! Look at this kid, threw up all over himself, what a random. So then he comes out, he was still in the thing, he comes out, and everyone's like, gross! Look at that kid! Threw up all over himself! That's disgusting! So then I found Zach. He just got off. He was after us. And he was like, dude, really? You threw up all over yourself.
Wait,
so then,
wait.
what?
Wait, I'm lost. This is Zach's cousin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go on. I'm sorry.
So yeah, me and him were walking. So then I was like, okay, dude, come with me. So I took him to the bathroom. And this bathroom is one of those ones that are like outside and it's made of stone. The ones you find in parks. There's like no good water. I don't know. So we're in there. And he has like this little cup. And he's trying to get all the barf out of his hair. But he's completely sick. So he's just like the only part of his head that doesn't have barf. He's like, did I get it? I'm like, no, dude. You still have like chunks of like meatloaf and corn in your hair. You didn't get it. So we're sitting there. We were in there for like an hour. Really try to wash it all out. I can't even tell you how many times people looked at him and was like, gross, dude. Did you throw up all over him? I'm like, yes, I threw up. So then we had to go and get a pair of sweats from the car. So we had to walk all the way to the parking lot, like a mile away. Me and Zach got him a pair of sweats, and then they had to buy him a shirt. So they bought him a tie-dye like shirt that was like 18 times too big for him. So he was like, I don't feel good. So they made him sleep in the car. And at that time, it was like 3 o'clock. So we slept in the car from 3 o'clock to like midnight. So we got back in the car, and it smelled like...
I win.
It smelled like a nutsack. He smelled so bad. It was disgusting. Oh, but one thing I forgot. As soon as we got out of the ride, he was covered in barf, and I was making a scene, right? And he hugged me. While he was covered in barf. God.
That's fucking nasty as hell.
Dude, oh my god, it was disgusting. That was probably the worst day. Ever since then. I don't know why. What? You trying to talk?
Yes, I am trying to talk. Are you?
Okay, what?
Are you making me not talk?
Okay, talk. What do you want to say to the audience?
No, I don't want to say anything now. I'm too nervous. They're all gonna be all like, "Oh, look at this faggot. He doesn't say anything." Well, I'm sorry. I love you guys. You guys are sexy. I can't help it. I'm too nervous. Okay, get on.
All right. So, ever since then, I don't know. Since I'm taller, like a lot taller, and for some reason I get motion sickness a lot. But it's only for like spinning rides, like little teacup rides. And rides are just going in circles. I get motion sickness, so I can be on like, yeah, the teacup ride where it spins and then the whole ride spins, and I'll throw up. I haven't thrown up, but I get sick. So I went to that fair again with my sister the next year, and we rode like 2 rides, and I couldn't go anywhere else because I was about to throw up everywhere. So I just spent all my money on sunglasses, and I bought like 15 pairs of sunglasses because I'm cool.
Wow, you're very cool.
I know. So, you have anything you want to say, Tanner?
I don't know, not exactly. I don't really know what to do. I can tell a story if you want to about the carnival.
We have to wrap it up soon because we have a minute left.
Well, I'll give you like a 10-second story. Okay, one time me and my sister were at the carnival, and there's this one ride where you do like backflips and shit, and you can flip the thing while you're doing backflips. And we're sitting there, and there's these people that are like right behind us, and all you hear is like, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on over there? And I thought someone was having sex in the thing or whatever. And then so all you see is barf all flying like down from the thing to the ground onto like the next carts and everything, because it was like a big circle. It wasn't like, you know, like in the air, like a vertical circle and stuff.
Yeah. And
so everyone's getting all barfed on while they're in their damn thing. And me and my sister are freaking out, flipping the thing, trying to avoid it and crap. It was pretty nasty. So eventually we had to stop the ride early and everything. It sucked. So.
All right, guys. So we're wrapping it up. So this was Dubs in story time.
And this is Tanner helping Dubs with story time.
All right, guys. Peace.